such a wonderful, wonderful honor and joy to be here at this International Yoga Day, which of course takes place on the longest day of the year, on the summer solstice, because yoga is that which brings light to our life. Yoga is that which brings life to our life. And yoga is union. That's what the word yoga means. But it's not just union of my nose to my knees or union of my fingers to my toes. It's not union only of my head to the ground. It's the union, first, of my breath to my body, union of my mind to my muscles, union of my body, my mind, my spirit, and ultimately union of the self to the divine. By any name, any form, no form. It doesn't matter how we connect with that divine creator. Doesn't matter what path we come from. But yoga is that which connects us. And yoga is applicable for people of every walk of life, every color, every culture, every creed. Just as Isaac Newton, born in an Anglican family, discovered the law of gravity. Gravity, of course, does not only apply to Anglicans. Only Anglicans are not those who benefit from knowledge of the laws of physics. Just as Albert Einstein, born in a Jewish family, gave us the law, the theory of relativity. It doesn't only apply to those from Jewish families. In the same way, yoga comes from the Himalayas. It comes from the sacred land of India. But the teachings and the truths and the insight and the science of yoga are equally applicable to people of every color, every culture, every creed, all across the world. And that's what we're seeing here today. And yoga is what connects us. These days, we've eradicated so many of the diseases that plagued us last century and the centuries before. But nonetheless, we are suffering. We are suffering from diseases of being out of balance, diseases of our system gone awry, diseases of depression, of stress that impact not only our minds but our physical bodies. We're suffering from separation in our families, in our communities, in our world. And yoga is the answer. Yoga is that which brings us back into connection. My favorite joke is the joke of the man who goes to the doctor and he says to the doctor, "Doctor, there is something very wrong with me. Whatever I touch, it hurts. When I touch my head, it hurts. When I touch my stomach, it hurts. When I touch my back, it hurts." Doctor was very surprised. Usually people have one complaint, one problem. So he ran every test and every scan. And at the end, he calls the man in and he says, "Well, the good news is there's nothing wrong with your knees, with your stomach, with your back. The bad news is your finger is broken. And because your finger is broken, whatever you touch, it hurts." But it hurts not because the problem is in the external part of our body. The problem is in the broken connection in the finger. And for so many of us, our lives hurt. They hurt in our body, they hurt in our mind, they hurt in our heart, they hurt in our families, they hurt in our communities. We're hurting internationally. We're hurting Mother Earth, Mother Nature. And yoga as that which brings us back into connection with our body, with our mind, with our planet, truly serves as the answer to all of that which ails us, whether it's our own depression or stress, whether it's international wars, whether it's climate change. The principles and the teaching and the truth of yoga hold within them the answers to all of that. In Indian culture, we say Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. It means the world is a family. And yoga is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam in action. It connects us to our global family in the form of all of our sisters and brothers and in the form of the entire natural creation. Yoga breaks our borders and boundaries within ourself, in our communities, and in our world. And for that, we are so glad and so grateful to be here today with the incredibly beautiful initiative of our Honorable Ambassador of the Indian Mission to the United Nations, with our honorable dignitaries from the United Nations, and with all of our sisters and brothers here celebrating our International Day of Union. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, did not go through the process of creating International Fitness Day or International Slim Waistline Day or International Cute Tight Yoga Pants Day. It's a day of union, of oneness. And that's what we are here together to celebrate. Before we move on with our program, let us just take 2 minutes to close our eyes together. Just close your eyes and allow yourself to withdraw your attention and your awareness inward. Bring the awareness to your breath. And as you exhale, on each exhalation, let go. Let go of another border, boundary, mask, role, facade in your life. Let go of anything that separates you from the truth, the wholeness, the fullness, the divinity of who you are. Just breathe it out. And as you exhale, sink deeper and deeper into that beautiful core of the self, that place of oneness, of wholeness, of completeness. With each exhalation, let go of the stress, of the strain, and sink into the true peace of your true nature. It's a wonderful joy now to introduce a dear, beloved brother of mine, Prince E.A., a man who is truly a yogi, truly united, truly connected, and is using that inner union, inner connection to the truth to bring inspiration and truth to so many tens of millions of people all across the country and all across the world.